Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct.
Okay.
Mew was strangled to death.
She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through. A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
Okay, seriously, like, what's going on with Kokichi where he keeps saying this over and over, like, he just keeps talking about how everyone relies on me. Like, this has been happening more recently, so...
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
Well, we're gonna find out.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Oh, okay. So what's the question? What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried in the river? Well, it's got to be, I'm guessing, the wall itself. There's a map of the world which has the picture of that line. So it could be that. Oh, there's the wall added. I'm guessing that's more what it is because it's specifically about the wall itself. Is there anything else here? I'm guessing it's going to be that. Okay, so we're just going back around. Alright, so we'll pick the wall added by Mew.
This is it! It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel.
Okay.
But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through.
And then it goes back
That
around.
means the signboard can pass through the wall,
And it
right?
hit the rocks.
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
So you could see, yeah, because, like, okay, so if it passed through, so yeah, you can see the current go. So if Mew is also a non-object. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm just looking there, the way that it went off screen like that. So the current, it went down, and I'm guessing it's like you can kind of see it disappeared. And then the way it ended up on the rocks, it would have had to, like, circle back around. Yeah.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
So we have to figure that out. That's right, that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi.
Oh, right.
Your partner will give you hints in times of trouble.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. Well, I did say that it teleported, right? Well, it didn't quite teleport. Downstream and upstream connect. Because I was saying about, like, maybe it passed through, there was almost like the loading thing at the end of the world, and then it circled back around. So I'm gonna guess that it teleported. Nope. Okay, that wasn't it. Are you holding back? A detective like you should know. Because I was thinking, like, Yeah, like it's almost like in a virtual world where it's like, it's not clipping quite, but it's like it reaches the end of the world and then it kind of comes back the other way. I don't think I'm explaining the way that I'm thinking it is very well, so I'm guessing it's gotta be then downstream and upstream connect. I feel kinda dumb.
That's it.
I'm sure that was super obvious, but...
What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel.
Ah.
It's all part of one big loop.
Yes, okay.
The upstream part of the river is connected
That,
to it.
yes, that makes sense when... So, that was kind of what I was getting at. Like, I meant like it teleported, like it hit the end of the world, and then teleported to the other side, but yes, okay. I was kind of going in that direction,
What are
but...
you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Wait, in that case...
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's either they're the same wall or they're duplicates, so let's go with that one first.
That's it.
Okay, there we go.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
Man, we are focusing a lot of this attention on, like, the stream flow and the wall.
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected.
I hate to say that this is, like, I find this kind of more boring than the stuff we were focusing on before, and I'm sure the stuff that we're going to be talking about later.
Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
I understand it's important to, you know, the, us understanding everything that's happened, but things to do with, like, geography and stuff like that, I'm just like, let's get back to the killing and the murder and all the fun stuff.
That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us!
Shh, it's okay.
He need
More importantly, this is the final stretch!
Oh, he seems to know so much. I mean, he always seems to kind of know a lot, or at least he implies that he knows a lot. The final stretch. I was like, are we already... We're not already coming towards the end of the trial, are we? No.
If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret.
Okay, so if both the river and wall are connected, you can find the secret.
Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Of course he does, but I don't. Because Shuichi's ahead of me on this, and I gotta catch up with him. The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Oh no, oh no, oh, my least favorite because it always seems to be very convoluted. What is the unique feature of the virtual world? Once again, I have no idea, so I'm just gonna start putting things down. So let's do, oh, okay. So it's gonna be a vowel. Okay, alright, we're doing well, we're doing well. So, okay. What am I doing here? There we go. Okay, maybe... Okay, not L. D. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, you know. With this, I'm sure... Man, I should have got something for this. I always run out of my stuff very quickly on this one. Let's try R. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, it's probably world. Because we're talking about virtual world, virtual world. Alright, so we got that. Let's try L. Oh, okay, we got it. We got L. Alright, so the world... Okay, alright. World, LOD, LOL. Damn it! Loss... Nope. LOD, LOL. It's not loss. P, LOP. Oh, sorry. I feel so dumb. I'm really not... Okay, I don't even know what letter I'm picking here. It was S again. Okay. I'm just gonna pick random things at this point. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay, world... Lose... Oh my god, world loops. World loops. Okay.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Okay, that one wasn't so bad. I find a lot of these, the Hangman's Gambits, the words that they pick are very strange and sometimes not obvious, but that one wasn't too bad. I was just an idiot with that one.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example... when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
Okay, so now that we've discovered that, let's move on to, like, the more interesting
If
stuff.
that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away.
We've put so much, like... so much time into figuring out this whole thing with the signboard.
It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the currents until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
No, because that would be too easy.
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Okay.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Oh, okay. Alright, so where is the looping point? Oh boy. Okay, so if they were able to hear it from over here... trying to think. Okay, so... They could hear the sound from the chapel. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere near the chapel. Oh, no. Wouldn't the loop point run through the whole world rather than be confined to one location?
I was wrong.
Damn, I am not doing too well on this one. It's probably something obvious like this itself, like the actual right down the middle. So I'm just gonna pick that one. Because, I mean, if they were close enough, because it's right down the middle, so you could...
There.
Oh, frick, it was just the simplest, most obvious one,
The
right
map
there.
loading point was where the virtual world looped.
I'm an idiot. I'm just like... I really hope I do better, because I'm not doing so well this little section right here.
We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map,
Oh.
but the loading point was actually at the edges.
Oh my god, it makes all the sense when you do it like that.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion.
Oh my god, that just flips everything on its head when
The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Whoa.
Impressive, Shuichi!
Okay, that was a true, like, evil villain laugh. I like to think he's practiced that.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Of course he is. Of course.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember?
Although, man, you are not helping yourself by acting the way you do.
Mew also set this trap.
Even though he was intended to be the victim.
It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap.
She's so clever.
But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Okay, everyone, it's like, I appreciate that they're being so, you know, congratulatory of me, but
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
I feel like there's almost something not sinister behind it. All of a sudden, they're all relying on me so much, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weirding me out.
You're welcome.
That they're all just like just heaping praise on me kind of out of nowhere. Especially Kokichi, because with Kokichi, you know, there's some sort of like ulterior motive to why he's being so nice to me.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part.
Yes.
Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Exactly, let's get back into that.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Yes, like, why? Why? I mean, it's almost like now that he doesn't have Mew to kind of, like, banter with, he's picking on someone else, but I know it's not just that. There's another reason for it. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it would be all for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all, and Monofanny's period is late too. Oh no, is she pregnant? It's like, was it Tsumugi who said that about how it's like the dramas that she watches? Father, why do you know Monofanny's cycle?
And another thing.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation.
Yeah?
Lack of hibernation? Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. Like, what if that ends with, like, she gives birth to another, like, Monocup, and then we're never rid of them, ever. Even though they keep dying off. That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night.
My head!
Bonotaro! Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited
What?
to meet his daddy.
No! 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 Tsumugi was right! Didn't she say that, like, oh, maybe they're having a baby?
Daddy?
Oh,
what?
no.
I'm gonna be a father?
As if they couldn't get worse. Ugh.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Fingers crossed.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
Yeah, let's not. I don't want to get into their whole dealio over there.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme
Okay.
step by step.
This is the stuff I want to get back into.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world,
Yeah.
she could say
Ugh.
she was near the chapel the entire
She had it
time.
all. She had it all figured out.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Yeah, the one that she removed. Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
Okay, so she was found on the chapel side.
She was killed on the roof, right?
Okay, yeah.
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit kill her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
I'll say, Kokichi seems to know a lot for someone who apparently didn't meet up with her.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi
Yeah,
to the roof.
and Kokichi was the only one who knew about the meeting. So,
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change
Yeah.
the target of her plan.
yeah, it's like... It just keeps going back to Kokichi. I just can't think of it being anyone else.
She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
Really? I was like, she seemed to have a plan. And she thought of all, like, the, thought of all the moving parts, although...
She was smart. But she was also really, really...
I mean, she had a good plan, but, didn't really work out for her.
No say such mean things.
Aw.
Killing game bad. Not Mew.
No, Gonta, so sweet. Sees the good in everyone.
Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Wow.
Nuh-uh.
Everyone.
No way, Jose.
Everyone not a fan of Mew.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Okay.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Okay, yeah, so here's the thing. If that is... Okay, so if that wall can only move non-human items, then someone would have had to know about the fact that Mew made herself a non-human. Because if they had tried to use the wall to, like, move her body, and if she was just a human, she wouldn't go through the wall, right? So, I'm trying to think. We didn't learn that until after, like, during the investigation, we learned that fact, but I was like, was there someone other than Mew who knew about it? And I hate to, you know, I hate to pin it on Kibo, like, again, to keep going back to him with, you know, but I'm wondering if maybe somehow, because he's a robot, maybe he knew something about her programming, maybe he sensed that she wasn't a human and could have done it, but that wouldn't have worked, though. Like, if it was Kibo, because he was on the chapel side, he wouldn't have been able to make it over to the mansion side, because the floor, the board was gone. So, I don't think that's possible. Huh.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall.
Yeah.
The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
So, if that's the case, it would have to be somebody... It would have to have been someone on the mansion side. But someone on the mansion side who knew to use the wall to move Mew.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Once again, I'm just like...
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar
I'm
through the wall?
stuck here.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Gonta, not throw her!
Whoa, okay. Gonta? What? Don't exclaim things like that. You're gonna make me think that maybe you had something to do with it. That sounds like an admission or denial. Although it could just be because people always tell Gonta, like, oh, he can throw people, so he just automatically, you know, wants to come to his defense. I don't know. No.
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
But still, Gonta, don't yell things out like that, okay?
Physical strength equalized? that problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know,
that thing?
The loud sound you heard.
Okay.
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy?
Okay, and that's where Mew was found.
That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. So what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. So what were those two things? It could be... Ah, okay. Okay. Well, based on what we said, it's gotta be Mew herself hitting the wall, right?
That's it.
Yeah, there we go.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
So is that how she actually died? Did she die from the impact of the wall?
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force?
His
Can you guys
smug
figure it out?
little smile. He knows. Like the way he's talking, he's basically like, I already know, but I'm gonna let you guys play catch up.
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up
Exactly.
with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Okay, well, you're not my partner, but I will take whatever hints I can get.
You're what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Alright, that wasn't even so much a hint, he basically is telling me. Kokichi is talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. Oh no! Hangman's Gambit again. Okay. So how did Mew's avatar go crashing into the... Okay. So let's see here. So, so something about the roof. So something... Okay, so like... Okay, so how did Mew's avatar go crashing into the chapel? So, she was somehow... Okay, so D-I-S-L... So I'm guessing it's like something... Like something roof. Sorry, okay, I gotta focus. So maybe like drop off roof? Okay, nope, that wasn't it. Push push off roof. Except I don't see any P's. So drop. No. Push. No. Fall? Fall off roof? No, there's no F's either. Okay, I'm just gonna pick random things again. Okay, not L. Okay, S. Okay. Okay, so... Say... Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Oh! Slid. Slid off. Right? That's assuming that I'm correct about the other words here. Let's see what other letters we've got here. I could be totally wrong about this, but I'm guessing I'm kind of going in the right direction here. Okay, there's an O. Yeah, alright, there we go. We got it. Slid. Off. Okay, I had a little bit of, you know, the first little bit kind of caught me off, like the first, but I got it. That one was a little bit easier than the previous one.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide?
Now...
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
Once again, Kokichi, I want to talk
But
to
the
him
avatars can generate friction.
so badly, like
been
just...
able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Another reference I don't get, Shumai? I'm not...
He's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. Oh! It was the what's it frickin' called? The thing I can never say. The lattice thing. Yes, there it is!
Even if her avatar slid off the roof.
There we go, you put it on like a
Would
sled.
it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
Or the toilet paper. A sign?
It made that much
No, it's
noise.
not the signboard, because, yeah, it was
Must have built up a lot of speed.
literally right next to her,
Lots
so...
of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
We'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult.
I can't wait to talk
But
to
in the virtual
Kokichi.
world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing like that around.
Yeah. Get it. Yes! V points!
Wrong.
Yeah. Alright, it started off pretty
No way.
bad,
There was something that could
but
have been used to help
I'm getting
slide
back
Mew's
into the
body.
groove here.
Do you remember the lattice that was found by
Lattice!
Mew's avatar?
Okay, there we go. I was pronouncing it correctly for once.
The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
So the person then, they strangled her. Oh yeah, that's right. She probably was dead. I forgot about that. She probably, oh, I don't know actually. Yes, because she was choking herself. That's right. So it wasn't the crash. That's right. It wasn't the crash that killed her. She was already dead at that point. So someone used the toilet paper to strangle her to death and then put her on the lattice and slid her off to move the body. Okay, there we go.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled.
I feel bad for laughing, but like when you're reenacting the murder with little chibis, it's kind of adorable.
And slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
But I'm thinking, like, once again, this person would have had to know that she would pass through it as well because she was a non-object. Because you wouldn't just assume. You would assume that... Because I believe she did tell them, right? She told... Now I'm trying to remember. Did she tell them ahead of time that only non-objects could pass through that wall? I'm trying to remember. So if the person meant for that to happen, or if they just want to get rid of the body and then it just kind of... it just slid, but they're like, oh wow, she disappeared. Okay, cool. Damn, once again, with the little chibis, it's a little bit less serious when you watch someone die.
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
So that's what I want to figure out is did the murderer know that she would have passed through that wall?
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father.
Ugh.
Should I start calling you Grandfather?
The last thing we need is these not people, but these things reproducing. I don't want any more of them.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Oh, am I picking already? Am I picking already? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Well, geez, I mean, the only person I can think of at this point... I know I was saying Kibo before, but the way that Kokichi has been acting, like, he's been...
Gonta can't believe one of us killed
He's
you.
just been, like... I mean, he usually seems like he's ahead of us on knowing things, but, like, really this time, it's like he knew before even Shuichi knew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating.
Okay, so I was right. It is someone on the mansion side. Okay, once again. So that brings us to Shuichi, Tsumugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Alright, Kibo. Alright, Keyboy. You're safe, I guess. I'm sorry I doubted you. So in that case, considering that...
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
Uh-huh.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Tsumugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. And assuming that Kaito already was signed out at this point, and Kokichi knew about, he was apparently going to be having this meeting with Mew. And like I was saying before, he could have just killed her in self-defense. She went to attack him, he got to her first. But the toilet paper wasn't up there, was it? So maybe he brought that with it. Like, if it is him, maybe he brought that with him because he intended to kill her and she intended to kill him, and he just got to her first. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. Yep, alright, so it is Kokichi. I'll have to press him for information before making any judgments. I'm guessing it's not. Kokichi isn't actually, like, the final person. He's just the most suspicious, and we're gonna have to, like, try and get him to explain himself before we can say for sure.
It's you!
I don't think
Kokichi.
I don't think it's
There's
actually
something
Kokichi.
I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Good. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. It all began when Mew showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Oh, alright, okay. Right, doing this. Okay, so we're actually sussing out... Ah, okay, this is a different way of doing it. Oh boy, I'm gonna lose a lot of time doing this because I did not do well at, so... Okay, so also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. It all began when Mew showed us the map, and that's probably what happened. The culprits... Okay, I'm guessing it's him saying that he never actually went to the meeting. Or he never went to the roof. Oh boy, okay. No! Wow, I failed that really bad. Okay. Wow, I didn't think I could fail at the mind game of all things. Okay, blah blah blah, da da da. Retry.
We can't let it end here!
We can do better than that. I can do better than that. Okay. Round 2, man, that's quite embarrassing. So like I said, I'm pretty sure it is that statement about how he never went to the roof, so as long as I focus on that, and once I find it, I just gotta like, just pull that apart. Okay, so one in the middle. Okay, can I... Oh, is it still blocked by something? Nope. Okay, I can't do it yet. There we go. Alright.
I see it!
Oh, man. That was bad.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
But later, you said...
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, I didn't even make that connection about how he knew so much about that. Yes, derp. Of course, how would he know all that stuff if he never went onto the roof? Wow. I'm so glad Shuichi's explained this all to me, because, like, I'm not making those connections.
Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that
I
stuff?
wanna believe I'm like a Shuichi, but I'm more like a Kaito, where I'm about 5 steps behind, you know, Shuichi.
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
That's right. Okay, he's in the hot seat now, Kokichi. We got some stuff we need to talk about.
Huh? What?
I wonder if he really is just, like, pretending that he's nervous, or if he legit, like, slipped up by telling him all that stuff.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
I wouldn't be shocked if this is an act 2.
Why you look so nervous?
Or he just thought he
This
was...
a sincere reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Kibo and I are thinking the same thing.
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof.
He said...
Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks.
Did she really?
Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Was it my
Did she really? Oh, I don't remember her
Himiko
saying
really
that.
say that?
Yeah, I don't remember her saying that.
Totally
Why
said
would she
that.
say something that innocuous?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
she did.
Oh, are we gonna have a, what you call it? Are we gonna do the thing where half people, half and half? That thingy?
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and
Or maybe it's
seconds.
literally just Kaito and Kokichi.
What a worthless fight!
Stop them, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
I hated them before and I hate them now even more, knowing that, like, they're basically siblings who are having a baby.
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. But Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. If he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Ooh. I wonder if that's a hint when he says, I hate to do this. Maybe I've gotta, this is where I'm gonna have to lie right now, because
I didn't go to the roof.
Kokichi can say that he didn't go,
I've had
and we
enough
don't,
of your lies,
and we
man.
don't have any witnesses
I'm not lying.
to prove or not prove it.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine, because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Okay, Kokichi's lying for sure, but if he keeps throwing lies at me, I have to fight. Yep, alright, I am gonna have to lie. I have to fight fire with fire. Alright.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
Okay,
I'm not lying.
alright, let's try the loud noise. While Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the mansion's kitchen in the virtual world, they heard a loud sound as though something crashed into something else. They heard Kibo's voice. No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. The other one was, that I wanted to check, was Kokichi in the salon. Kokichi agreed to meet up with Mew on the rooftop, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Because of that, he returned to the salon and decided to stay there. There are no witnesses who can confirm whether or not... Ooh. So I wonder if by lying, I'm gonna say, like, oh no, either, like, I saw you, or didn't see you, or someone else can prove that that's a lie. Okay, I'm guessing that's what it's gonna be.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So I'm gonna have to,
What did Kokichi do?
alright.
I turned back at once, of course.
So I gotta flip it around.
And stayed in the salon the whole time,
Ooh,
you know?
that's probably... Ah,
Liars
no!
burn in hell,
Ah,
you know.
dang it. Dang it.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
I had the right idea, but I forgot to get rid of the white noise first. Okay, let's try it again.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon
the whole time, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'll reveal the truth.
Whew, wasn't sure I got that one.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
I wonder if Kokichi's gonna know that I'm lying. Because apparently he can suss out a liar.
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
Shuichi can sell a lie pretty well, though, as long as you speak with enough conviction.
What's this all about, Kokichi?
But then Kokichi might be like, well, why didn't you bring that up before?
Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see.
Ah, yep.
Use underhanded
I knew it.
tactics
I
too,
knew he
huh,
would catch
Shuichi?
me. Most people would have believed it, but not him.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No. Himiko points to Shuichi.
Kokichi, when you act like a lying D-bag this whole time we've known you, who do you, and whereas me, like I'm the reliable detective, who do you think people are gonna believe?
But to go to the salon,
Ah.
Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Ah, damn it, Tsumugi, just keep, shh. Quiet.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Damn it, girl, I almost had everybody on my side.
Oh well.
Oh,
Blame Shuichi
but
anyway.
now,
He's usually right about
but now
stuff.
she's kind of sowed that little bit of, like, people being like, maybe he is lying.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
Ah.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around.
Exactly.
That's what happens
Exactly.
to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably killed.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly.
Oh, okay.
Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
Okay.
So, I'll confess everything.
What? No.
You guys better listen carefully.
Fess!
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
No. No.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked
Whoa,
me to meet up with her.
what's this confessing?
She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world.
I don't believe... Okay, I don't believe that he actually is the killer because it seems too soon and he seems too eager to confess. But at the same time, if he's the only other person who knew about the rules of the virtual world, then he would have known to be able to, like, if he pushed her off the roof, she would have slid in onto, like, into the other side of the world over by the chapel.
That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
And then there was that whole thing, right? With the whatchamacallit? What's it called? The motive.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the
Whoa.
jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true.
No, what?
Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He He suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma. So
Alright, let's keep hearing this.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
Exactly.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Oh, no. No. What?
What?
No.
Huh?
What? No.
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
No. Kokichi, you asshole. No, don't even.
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Tsumugi's like me. She doesn't want to believe Sweet Gonta could do anything like that.
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Oh god, but what if it isn't?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
Oh god. What if he somehow like manipulated Gonta to do something like that? Oh no, Kokichi.
The truth is, Gonta and I work together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
But if it, oh my god, if it really was Gonta, I want to believe like he had no idea what he was actually doing. No.
As the Killing Game Busters!
No.
What Busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan. And Gonta carried it
Oh
out.
my god. I bet, no.
Gonta what?
If this is true and Kokichi manipulated Gonta to do this, I'm not a big fan. I will hate him. I will hate him. He will shoot up to the top and my least favorite characters of all time.
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
They were together, though, for most of the time, though.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do.
I have a bad feeling. I have a really bad
Gonta
feeling.
doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick us.
Oh god, if this is the one time where Kokichi is telling the truth, and it's something I don't want to believe.
He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
My stomach just like dropped.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth!
And the worst part is, if Gonta did do this and it was an accident, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was an accidental death. If he killed Mew, he's gonna be executed, and that just, I can't deal with that.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What?
Gonta not understand what's going on. But still, Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others.
That's like why he'd be the perfect person to pin this on, is because he is so, like, innocent.
'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
No, Kaito, I want to believe you. I want to believe in him.
Use my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
What?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Oh god. Oh god, he just gets creepier. I know I said I want things to get interesting again. This isn't quite what I meant.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Okay, Mew's corpse.
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Okay, so yes,
Mew
we know
would have totally
that.
resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
Okay, so that would be
In
me
which case,
agreeing.
even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
Okay, so apparently
How'd
that
you arrive
proves-
at that conclusion?
Oh! Oh no, that's right! Oh, the setting on that. Okay. Yes, if I remember correctly, it's if
I am not the
Mew could touch him, right? Yes. Kokichi's avatar has a special setting. If you touched him, he'd be unable to move. Shoot. And then there was the avatar error as well. Oh, we still haven't talked about that yet. When everyone logged in for the first time, an avatar user error occurred. Oh, it's the same shit. Maybe it was going to. Fuck.
Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
Fuck.
The clue
Okay.
is
Alright, it's what's...
Got strangled to death, right?
Paper was the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm not disproving that. It
totally
was...
resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar?
It was what he said towards the
Matter if you
end.
strangled her from behind.
Someone said over...
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the
Yep,
culprit.
and that's all she would need.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling.
There it is. Okay. And missed it. Oh, freaking of course I did. It didn't even have anything blocking it. Wow. I want to believe it's because I'm shaking right now because it
Didn't I?
because the thought that it's Gonta is like really messing with me right now. And okay. Well, all we can do is
Then it
just
would have been impossible.
gotta get to the truth. Doesn't matter.
Strength of your virtual
Doesn't matter if
avatar?
it's gonna be upsetting or not. We gotta
That
do it.
wouldn't matter if you strangled her
It's
from
like
behind.
Shuichi said. We gotta find the truth.
In which case, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Okay, let's try this again.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling. No problem.
And oh, there we go. I'm like, if I miss it again, I'm done. Shit. Okay. All right.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly.
Once
such
again.
as stabbing or hitting.
The little chivis. I'm wondering if maybe Gonta came up with Kokichi for the meeting, and then Mew maybe like went to, you know, kill Kokichi, and Gonta stepped in and killed Mew by accident. I don't know, but I don't think Mew would have let Gonta just stay there if she was gonna kill someone.
I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
I'm just thinking, like, how sad would it be if, you know, Gonta was trying to stop a murder and he accidentally murdered someone in the process. I want to believe that if he did do it, it was an accident. I know that doesn't really make a difference in the end in terms of, like, whether you're guilty or not, but I want to believe that he wouldn't intentionally kill someone.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Can we... could it maybe not have been strangulation? I really want to believe there was like another twist to this, and it maybe is someone completely different.
Wait, what if it was something besides
Kaito and me
strangulation?
are both like that. We're both like,
Like-
oh god, we don't want to believe it.
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Damn Maki coming in with the facts.
Kaito is really desperate to make
I
me the
know,
culprit.
Kaito and me are the same way. This is just after I said that, like, we have to get to the truth, but at the same time, I'm kind of in denial. And I don't want to believe
No
it.
matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
And another thing, too, if Kokichi set it up to be Gonta, he would know we would all have this reaction where... Wait, hold up. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to think, because I'm like... If Kokichi... I was thinking like, if Kokichi wanted to frame Gonta for the murder... Like, we would all have this reaction where we would refuse to believe it was him, but that wouldn't serve any purpose for Kokichi, because if Gonta actually did kill someone, or killed Mew, and then we all were like, no, it's gotta be someone else, then Gonta would be the one who would survive, not Kokichi. Because I was thinking maybe Kokichi did this as like a... Anyway, sorry guys, I am like, my brain right now is trying to process all this.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's
Kokichi
lies.
has no reason, what I'm basically trying to say is Kokichi has no reason to do this for his own gain. He doesn't get anything out of it. If we guess wrong, if we guess someone other than Gonta, Kokichi dies too, because he's not the blackened.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that shit. Oh, if we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
No, not at all.
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
Oh god, my heart too. I'm clutching at my heart. Ugh.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all.
Nobody wants this. Nobody wants to believe Gonta did it.
I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes!
Kaito is so much like me, he's just ruled by emotion too much.
But...
I try to kind of like... Whoa! Woo! Caught me off guard.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment,
Woo.
but you guys seem pretty easy.
All right, now we're gonna be doing the thing I thought we were gonna do before. But let's say I try to like toe that line between, you know, rationality and facts and emotion, and sometimes I go more on the emotion side.
Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds.
So we're gonna do that again?
Kokichi will be happy. I was like, I love this thing.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Man, he's really taking this hard. I don't know if it's just because he really doesn't want to believe it's Gonta, or if it's because he feels like I'm kind of pushing him aside for Kokichi.
Kaito.
Come on, Kaito. You know, like, you're my bro. Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. I would definitely be on the other side if I were in this game. I would fully believe
Shuichi,
Gonta.
are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
That would be my ruling.
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit
That would be,
crimes
I would
too?
be Sumugi. Be like, he's too sweet.
Would Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Man, I'm...
All
Oh.
a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special
I
settings.
was doing really well there. I was about to say, I'm like,
Kill
man.
you. Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
So there we go. I only
But
missed
Kokichi
one.
confessed
That wasn't
he
too
was
bad.
working with Monokuma.
That wasn't too bad. A lot better than my last one. When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. I got this. We got it.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
I do love the music in this. It's so...
He wouldn't hurt a fly.
so hype.
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working...
Kokichi! I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the...
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew!
I got this! The truth is...
Oh, this
Gonta
breaks
could
my
have murdered
heart.
Mew.
This breaks my heart to have to argue against Gonta. Alright.
This is our answer!
I gotta say, it's really weird having Kaito on the opposite side of me. Usually we're on
In
the
my
same
opinion,
side of those things.
As long as it is possible that Gonta is
I wonder
the
if
culprit,
this is gonna
we
put a...
have to discuss it.
I wonder if this whole thing is gonna put a wedge in between Kaito and Shuichi's relationship, and Kaito's starting to doubt Shuichi.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
Samugi, I don't want to. I am on your side. I know.
That's not it at all.
This is like one
I
of the-
just want the truth.
This is one of the hardest ones I've had to do. This is up there with Kaede and Chiaki in terms of like, I don't want to believe that this is possible.
If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.